in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, little 360. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll get it in the hands of Baldwin. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, He goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's caught by Saleh. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. To throw is Garoppolo, finding some room at midfield. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, and that'll make it third down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Out to the flat for Hyde. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run Hyde. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run for him with Hyde. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could be full of exciting plays as we have two teams who can get up and down the field. The Vikings are top 10 in total yards. They go up against the Rams defense that will need to be at the top of this game.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Again, it's Murray. And some room to roam now. Nifty footwork at the 45. Latavius Murray past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run again with Michael. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Here's Goff. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Play action. It's gone. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Third down now following the run. Now a play fake, and it's gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Goff on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Tomahawley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Keenum. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, it's Keenum. Lets it fly for Treadwell. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Off the play fake, Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. They'll try Michael on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go to Michael again, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a give. It's Michael trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Sherrills to return it. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here we go now.
They go with Murray again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Keenan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
He makes so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Sherrills. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Keenan. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Being chased out left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Joe Webb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before.